we ready right now. It's about time. I know it's about time. It's about time.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Command Time Podcast, presented by the Fan First Sports Network, live on YouTube and live on Twitter. Yes, it is a couple of days after the Thursday night football game, and we had a lot to digest, had a lot of things to discuss. Of course, obviously, for technical difficulties, we weren't able to have our preview show, but me and Caleb, we were texting back and forth. We kind of had a feeling about the game and stuff, but the game was absolutely ugly. And it wasn't because it was an ugly win. It was actually a ugly loss in terms of how the game overall played out. Packers were just by far the better team. Being outcoached, outplayed, outschemed. A lot of facets of the team did not look good, and then you had the injuries, and then you just had overall play of certain individuals, including the quarterback. Caleb, a lot has transpired in the past couple of days from this game, which is weird because it's only week 2, but we got a lot of people panicking about the performance Thursday night. Where are you at?
I mean, the season's not over. It's week. It's week 2. Just a brief synopsis of the game. Everybody was bad, from the coaching to special team. Well, special teams was actually, that's kind of sad to say. The special teams was actually the best thing to look at in that game, other than the kicking. The main group that was good was our punt unit. Really, that's how nasty it was. We didn't allow a big return, kickoff or punt returns. They tackled really well. The coaching was bad, from Dan Quinn, like just mismanaging timeouts to him not going for it on 4th down, which is weird. Which is very weird. Like everything they did last year, they did the complete opposite in that game. Cliff didn't call a good game, and the plays that he did call were conservative in my opinion. It was just It was just a weird game to watch. Defensively, they just got torched. And we'll get to the defense later. But Jada didn't play well at all. This may have been his worst game so far in his career. That may have been his worst game. And he's had pretty mid games before, but I think this was bad. I think he played bad, in my opinion. Our best player that played offense and defense to me was our rookie Trey Amos, in my opinion. He played pretty good, but everybody else they just didn't play good at all. I mean, it was just bad. But this doesn't determine who we are, in my opinion, at all. I mean, we don't know. You don't know what your team is going to be until week 5, week 6, week 7. When we see how they look then that, to me, that's going to determine who we are as a unit. But the sky's not falling. I mean, it is what it is. You got to put it behind you.
Yeah, we can all definitely agree. This is by far, obviously, the worst performance we have seen, not only on offense, but just Jada Daniels leading the offense. This is something that you would typically look at when you had a rookie quarterback. We can count on some of the games he had even last year, playing Pittsburgh or that 3-game stretch where it was Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and particularly majority of that Dallas game. That was when, he did not look as good, but this performance right here, it was it was definitely an eye opener. And to be honest with you, we saw a little bit of it in the week 1 opener, but I think obviously he still played good enough to where they were able to win the game. But as someone will always say, winning covers, losing uncovers. From Deuce Red Zone of the Lab, and I think we're starting to see a little bit of some tendencies. We're starting to see to it has been accuracy, and also just the amount of pressure that he has taken due to the better defensive line he is playing. But as of right now, through 2 games, these teams are starting to blitz him more, and he is not able to beat the blitz like he did last year. He was one of the top quarterbacks in the league when it came against being blitz, and so far he's like 6 of 25 for almost 60 yards passing against the blitz. So, am I concerned over 1,000 about this weird thing we're seeing from Jaden? Not necessarily, but I'm more concerned about. I am concerned about some of the tendencies, but I think I have some theories about what's going on, and some of it has to do with the fact of the amount of guys literally not being on the field with Jaden. In my opinion, I know some people will try to change it up. We know Terry has already played majority of the time last year with him, but this training camp, you feel like this is important for a guy in his second year to get those extensive rep with guys. But Noah Brown was on the sideline. Terry Horn was throwing out. He was throwing to guys like Chris Moore, Ja'Cory Brooks, even the rookie Jalen Lane. I'm a little bit concerned in terms of how the offense is executing. And I'm a little concerned right now through the first 2 weeks of how explosive is this offense going to be.
Yeah, funny that you mentioned that. I forgot who. I think it was a former NFL player on CBS, and he mentioned we lack explosive playmakers on offense. We do lack that. I feel like we have probably about one or two. Not including the quarterback. Jaden himself is an explosive player as far as the way he runs and acceleration and all of that. You can consider him a part of that group. I think Bill's an explosive player, I think Terry has some explosiveness left in him. But other than that, I don't see it. Zach Ertz, he's not explosive. I mean, Jaden Lane has some speed to him. Don't get me wrong, he got speed to him, but I don't know if we can rely on him to be that second option right now as far as the skill position. We don't have that, and we don't have it on defense either. We don't have it on defense either. And if we do have it on defense, they're guys that we drafted. So like Kane Madrano or Jordan McGee, like those guys are still learning, and they have to be phased into the defense at some point, in my opinion. If I'm Dan Quinn, because these guys that we have, these vets that we have, they're not going to be here forever. We're going to have to start incorporating these guys in, and but you got to incorporate them and phase them in the best way possible and the safest way possible for sure. Yeah, we don't have any explosive players. Noah Brown needs to go. He's hurt again. We can't rely on him anymore. You're going to have to address that situation. You're going to have to get a receiver. It sucks that we could not get Kendrick Bourne, because that would be a perfect replacement for Noah Brown. Kendrick Bourne would be a beautiful replacement, but it is what it is at this point. We need an explosive tight end that can understand route combinations, or that can help Jaden have that safe haven on third downs or critical downs or in the red zone. We just don't have it, man. I mean, and I think this game really, I think this game did three things really. One, it tempered our expectations as fans. Two, I think it realized it just put more glaring hole. It just put more glaring eyes on how much holes we have on this team, or things that we still need to improve on. Because
Yeah,
granted, if you add certain players, I think it can mask some deficiencies on defense and offense. It also showed us that Josh Connolly is going to be going through some growing pains, and that's okay. Like he's going up against a gauntlet of pass rushers, and this can either strengthen him or break him. It just depends on his mindset and what the coaches do. And it also realized that Jada's not going to be perfect. Like I think as fans, we after the first season, we saw this like, damn, this kid is amazing, and he still is. But we've also going to see like this kid is going to have some stinkers. He had a stinker the other night. Like
big,
even the
big
best,
stinker.
yeah, the best quarterbacks have stinkers. We've seen Mahomes have a stinker. We've seen Josh Allen not play good. We've seen Lamar not play good. We've seen Jalen Hurts not play good. We've seen plenty of quarterbacks not play
I agree.
well. And it's just how do you grow from that? How do you bounce back from that? You mentioned the blitzing. I think this year teams are going to start like they're going to play more zone against us. They're going to play a lot more zone
Yeah.
against us. They're not going to
Mhm.
play man because if you play man against Jaden, I truly believe he can carve that up. Unless that spy that you have isn't as gifted athletically as him. But they're going to start playing zone. They're going to start doing a lot of zone blitzes or safety rotations or double A gap and they drop back in the zone and do a safety may rotate. Like
It,
they're going to that's what they're going to start doing. So the question is, does Jaden have the mental capacity? Does he have the mental fortitude? Does he
does
have
he have the
the
patience?
Yes. Does he have the patience? Does he have the mental endurance to grow and continue to learn from these mistakes? Like this isn't going to be the only stinker from him, in my opinion. And he's still. This game proved that to us that he's still learning. He's still learning,
Yeah.
and he got a long time in this league, and he has to get out of some habits. He has to get out of some habits. But like I said before, you adding to the roster and you adding certain players can mask his deficiencies. It does it for all quarterbacks, mainly. Oh, I think great teams find a way how to mask deficiencies on some of their best players. That's just what they have to do. So, it is what it is. I mean, the worst thing is going to be the next time we play will be in 9 days. So we have to deal with this for the next 9 days, and it's going to
Yeah.
be yeah. So it
And
is what it is.
we definitely need it because the next part of this is going to be, obviously what we dealt with. But to finish up on the whole Jaden thing, this is very similar to what Patrick Mahomes the past couple seasons had to show the NFL when they started to switch into two shell coverages and making him check down, making him go through all his progressions in the NFL. But I think the biggest difference is they had a Tyreek Hill. Yes, Terry has the ability to be the deep threat, but he does not have the same game
Speed, yeah.
changing speed like a Tyreek Hill. And Terry still got it, but I just don't see nobody else. Debo is a weapon, more of a yak guy, get the ball in his hands. He can get in open field and make plays. Still haven't seen a lot of Jalen Lane. Still, Bill, we've seen that 142-yard run. We got to incorporate him more, but I'm very curious about when it comes to the third down passing game from the running back. How is that going to be, especially with this conversation we're going to have about?
Yeah.
But just let's go ahead and get to the injuries though, because that is something that has hit us this weekend. Multiple guys came out the game. We had a couple on defense. We had a couple on offense. Let's start with defense. Dietrich Wise will be out for the year. He was our starting defensive end for this team. He had a quad injury, and I actually saw the injury live when it happened because he had an awkward fall, and I text everybody in the group chat. I was like, "Yo, is he good?" Like he fell very very awkwardly, and
He tore
yeah,
his quad, right?
yeah, he tore his quad. Thank God it wasn't like a broken leg or something like that. But still, that really sucks because he was an upgrade extremely over Khalil Farrell. He's not the greatest rusher, but he can still be able to set the edge and be able to get some sacks in and there. But he's a solid starting defensive end in the National Football League. Then you had Trey Amos with the hamstring. He was able to come back in the game, but very curious, how they're going to manage that as well because, like you said, Caleb, he had that big play in the first quarter to stop them from scoring on the first drive. Then when we get to the other side of the offense, Austin Eckler, the was starting running back, he's now out for the year. But of course, we know his history has always been with injuries, not being able to stay on the field. But that veteran presence is still huge because Bill Crosby Merritt, a rookie, C-Rod, not a special running back when it comes to being a pass catcher or maybe even third down situations, and you have a guy like McNichols who's been bouncing around teams. He's an okay guy, but this running back room has already changed already, and very curious how you think about the impact of losing Austin Eckler.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks for one. I think his career is over with, in my opinion. I think he may need to hang it up. He's already not an explosive player anymore. He doesn't have that quick twitch as he used to have, but he was a smart intellectual player. Um, but yeah, you tear your Achilles, like you're not it especially at his age and the way his game is now. I don't know if he can come back from that and still be productive in this league. Um, but I also think this is a blessing in disguise for Bill and C Rod. Um, I Bill needs to get more carries, and I think C Rod needs to get more carries. We do have Donovan Edwards on the practice squad too, and McNichols does show up on special teams. But this is a blessing in disguise. Like, if Cliff is smart, he just feed them the ball. Like we may have to be. And I wanted this. I wanted us to be a run heavy team this year. I mean, you can give it to Bill. I mean, first week, 8 yards a carry. He had over 10 carries, but it's still pretty productive for a small sample size. And even Thursday night, he had 4.3 yards per carry. Like, he was getting positive yards. He was getting 4 yards a pop, which is pretty good. And I'll accept that from a rookie. I mean, you're just gonna have to run the ball more, man. I mean, I do want to see that duo together in Rodriguez and Bill. One has more. One they both have good
Mm-hmm.
speed. One's more stronger, more powerful, even though he's undersized as a running back. And the other one is quick twitch. He changes direction fast and he doesn't lose speed at
Yeah.
all. So I'm curious to see what that pairing is going to be like, and they need to put that on the field immediately. Immediately. I know some of our fans were saying, "Oh, we need to trade for Alvin Kamara." Even though I do think that would be a pretty cool addition. Not gonna lie to you, but I personally wouldn't do it. Just rock with the guys that you have.
I wouldn't be well. Can we get there to it's like maybe like week 3 or 4? We'll have this conversation about trade options. But I agree with you. I do think I really wanted C-Rod to really be the guy that's going to be the leaner in the RB room and still keep Eckler in that third down role. Then you spell him sometimes with Krosky Merritt. But they had different plans, so it's going to be interesting to see from that production standpoint when it comes to third down duties and as a pass catcher, because so far we've seen Jaden kind of miss. Either he has missed Bill in the open field with a catch, or is it because the screen getting blowed up? He has to throw it to the ground. So very curious to see how Bill Crossing Merritt is with the ball in his hand outside of running the football. But it's going to be interesting how this backfield flip. I don't necessarily think they'll bring another running back. I think they like the room even still. I do think they love Donovan Edwards. That's why they snatched him from the other practice squad. So he could probably get some snaps in this year. So I think running back room is pretty good. If anything to be addressed, it probably is going to have to be the wide receiver room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need that. Yeah, like we.
Oh, I didn't even mention. I didn't even mention Noah Brown got hurt.
Yeah, groin.
So, yeah,
Groin
that's
injury, and John Bates had a groin injury too. And to me, that's kind of a big blow, in my opinion, offensive wise, as far as the run game. Uh, yeah, that was kind of a big blow. But injuries happen, so you're gonna have to find a way how to make it work. Hopefully, the John Bates injury isn't too bad because we need him. He helps our run game. He helps our run game so much. People don't even realize it.
Yeah.
They need to find a way, man. Make a trade for a receiver, and I don't want an older receiver. I want somebody that has some upside on the roster. Give up a fourth. Take a chance. Take a swing on somebody. Somebody from the Colts, I wouldn't mind. I would take somebody from the Packers, but Romeo Doubs got hurt.
No, Reed got hurt.
Jaden Reed. Oh, so Romeo Doubs, Dontavius Wicks. Need some guys with some speed, with some explosiveness. Like another thing too about our fan base, like we want these players, but we have to understand: do these players fit what our team likes to do? So to me, there's no point of us talking about some of these players if they don't fit the scheme, unless they're just
that's true. I mean, yeah,
unless they're just an elite player, and some players play above the scheme regardless. But they need to find somebody. Alec Pierce from the Colts. He's a fast, explosive guy. He can get downfield. Last year, he had 37 catches for over 800 yards. Like that's insane. You can get that on your team. We need to get a guy who can win contested catches. Well, Terry can do that too, but it's nice to have another guy that can do that. They need to find somebody. And I think Adam Peters probably will make a move in the middle of the season to help us. Yeah. But they just have to do it, man. They just have to. So, yeah, we need Cosme back. We need him back. Allegretti everybody on that line got destroyed. Tunsil had a pretty solid day, though.
Yeah.
He gave up like one pressure, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Did he, or did he give up more? I'm not sure.
A lot of the all linemen gave us some pressures, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, but even still, like when it comes to the O line, like we shouldn't be mad about the O line because honestly, it's a new O line. They still have to get used to each other. You get what I'm saying? Like. They still have to learn. They still have to see how things going to work out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I mean,
and we're missing our starting right guard as well. So you have Allegretti and Wiley sliding in those spots.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They're gonna have to find a way, somehow. Can we talk about defense?
Yes, we could talk about the defense.
Marshawn Lattimore sucks.
Yeah, he's the weak link.
No, bro. He's
the weak link. He is by far.
I know this is
Do not before you even say it. Do not use the Ohio State scrape. No, no.
No,
I'm
I'm not.
this
I'm not.
commander. He is weakly link, bro. Like
No,
it's
no, no. He's ass. He's ass. He's not good. And what did I say in the offseason? I said, what's good, Simple? I said I'll give him a full offseason to see who he is. Um, I will give him a full offseason to see how he is, and I'll gauge him accordingly. He is terrible.
he do, bro. Like
He is terrible. He's bad. They were picking on him relentlessly. And if he's compromising this defense, they need to bench him. I don't no, I'm serious. And we can let him go after this year and it'll be no
I was laughing at the block punt.
uh
A&M. My fault.
we can let him go this year and it'll be no consequences. We actually it doesn't matter. Like if we cut him now, we actually save money, I think. We save like 17 mil.
Yeah.
Like he's
Corner would definitely be the next need.
yeah, I think Adam Peters made a mistake with that trade, and it's whatever. I mean, not every GM is going to hit on every decision they make, but most of the GMs most of the good GMs hit more than they miss, and he missed on Marshawn Lattimore. He missed, but that's why you drafted Trey Amos. Insurance policy. So that Amos is the backup plan. He's supposed to be the future CB. I'm not gonna say CB1. I don't think we know if he's a CB1 yet or not. I don't think we know yet. But if anything, CB2. I mean, you have a good corner. He's our best corner right now. Yeah, he's not good, man. He's not good.
Yeah. So
He's not good, man.
Marshawn was not good. Honestly, the whole secondary wasn't good. The whole D line outside of stopping the run, that was the only thing good. They were able to stop the run. So we know through 2 games so far, unless we play somebody a little bit better. I don't know, but it seems like we can stop the run now. Yay! But pass rush, they did not take advantage of them missing 2 starters. It didn't even look like the guys were out. To be honest with you, they were still throwing the ball downfield. They still had plenty of time to get through their progressions, their reads. Pass rush was extremely non-existent. And if you can't rush the passer, they're going to have fun picking us every single time against our weak links. And that's not going to be good. You play the NFC East. You play Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. Geno Smith is coming up soon. He's definitely a talented passer. It's just a pseudo list of these offenses. Like they're going to be picking their food if we don't get this stuff together. We're also putting this on Witt too. Like we know we still missing pieces on this defense, youthful wise, but you're going to have to make something work, bro. And it's year 2. Communication should be good. Adjustments should be already there. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing on these games? Looking bad like this, bro. It looked like as if nothing had changed.
Yeah, I mean, they. You need an edge. I think you need another corner and another safety. And you gotta let McGee and Kane Madrano get some reps. You have to let them get some reps. You just have to. Um, Tyler Owens, give him some reps. I mean, Will Harris is out there. Will Harris played bad too.
Owens definitely getting reps.
I think McGee got 3 reps the other night.
Well, some gonna have to. I don't know, man. Like defense from the second level has regressed, and we already know where Bobby Wagner is in his career, but Louvu Louvu has not had an impact like he did through the first 2 games, bro. Like he's ghost. That's not good, especially for someone who's going to be trying to get a contract as well. Even as rushing the passer, maybe only probably had maybe one pressure through 2 of these games. This is not good.
It's not.
And honestly, we can't say that. Well, we fixed the D. We're not fixed the D line, but they added more on the D line. We're going to try to take responsibilities away from Luvu because they're still rushing Luvu. You see it out there. He's still on the edge at times. He's still in these NASCAR packages that they're trying to establish. But even just in the open field, when he's one on one with a offensive player, he's not making those tackles. He's not wrapping up, and that's a problem too. Tackling has been horrible.
Yeah. I mean, everything's been bad for that game. Yeah, it's been bad. You just gotta get it together. I mean, I just have to. Jaden gotta adjust. Joe Witt gotta adjust. Bobby Wagner. I mean, we knew he wasn't good in pass coverage, but that play to the tight end, he just looked lost.
Tight ends were killing us.
And I said that online too. My biggest concern of our defense going against their offense is the tight ends. I figured the corners would hold up enough. Well, Mikey got cooked too.
I said the whole secondary, bro.
Except for Amos. I think Amos was fine. I think he was fine. Um, that was bad.
It was bad, bro. And I think for me is I knew honestly, even though we praised the defensive performance, we knew who we were playing against. We knew the Giants had offensive line problems since probably when Eli Manning was still playing. They haven't gotten that side right. So I had to take that with a grain of salt. Now, even then, when we heard about the Packers old linemen were going to be out, I was like, okay, I understand they got 2 guys out, but this is a well organized team. This is a team that has shown they can develop the talent around them. You have to take advantage, and they didn't take advantage. One sack on them, and the fourth quarter defense. The defense did not. Once again, it didn't show up. Like we gotta get this stuff straight, man. Like, and I agree, Jacob Martin played well, but they didn't take advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, they didn't. They just got our coach, man. They just got our coach. But like with this game, but there's only like you can't really say anything. It's just you can't really say anything.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, though, in terms of my concerns, right now, I'm going to say I'm at a 4. But if we come out and things look the same against the Raiders, a team that, in terms of where people project us, we should beat, but I'm not sleeping on them either. I think they're going to be a solid football team this year with Pete Carroll. We're gonna have to raise the bar. We're gonna have to raise the bar. We're gonna have some questions. Definitely have some questions, man.
Brock Bowers is gonna feast. I'm gonna let you know that
He
right
is
now.
gonna face, and I'm going to start him in my fantasy league. Absolutely,
Oh, he's already
Commanders.
starting on mine.
He better get like 12 catches for 160 and 2 tutties.
DT, let me ask you a question. You think the defense will be bottom 10 again?
I'm sorry, you said what?
Do you think the defense will be bottom? Do you think our defense will be bottom 10 again?
I mean, was it bottom? Was it really bottom 10 last year? I thought.
Yes, it
I
was.
thought okay in certain categories, but
Overall, they were bottom 10. Points allowed, they were like 22nd. That's bottom 10. Red zone defense, bottom 10. Bottom 5, I think. Rushing yards allowed, bottom 5. Passing yards allowed, it was top 11, but we know why it was top 11. We know why. There's no point in passing on us if you can just run on us. And when we did play a competent QB, they were low key dotting us up.
okay. So I'll say this: I think personally, the defense will slightly improve, but it'll still be a defense that still needs work, and they'll still have games like this.
You think they'll be better than last year?
I think they'll be.
Or around the same?
I think they'll be better stopping the run, but teams that's going to be throwing the ball on us, I think we're going to struggle because of no true pass rusher.
No true pass rush, and Marshawn's bad.
And better offensive teams with way better quarterbacks.
I think offensively wise, we may take a dip, a slight dip.
I think we already took it a dip. We already took it a dip, bro. Like
yeah,
I don't see that aggressiveness like we had last year.
and I don't understand why. I really don't. But like I said, they
know something that we don't see.
Yeah. Like I said, they got 10 days to recover from this.
They got 10 days, bro, and we'll be back up here to preview the Raiders game. So
it's a mini bye too. Get themselves together, get their minds right.
Yep. All right, man. Any final words?
No, man. That's it. This type of game, you ain't nothing really much you can say.
All right, y'all. So this was a quick little recap of the Packers game. We had to express some of the concerns and things we see, but hopefully after this break, we'll be able to see the changes and get ready for the Raiders game. And I do have one final announcement. And I was supposed to have the announcement over when it came to Enters the Land podcast. But people, this will be the final time you will see the Command Time podcast. And it's more of a personal reason. I'm good. It's just, I have to put a little bit more focus when it comes to work, dealing with, the shortage of, where we're at in this country when it comes to education. And, stretching yourself thin with work and then trying to stretch yourself thin with the podcast and stuff. It's getting a little bit overwhelming. So with that being said, it's not over for Caleb because he's going to be joining me now on the Ins and Out D podcast, which will still cover the Washington Commanders, but we're also going to preview all the week games and some of the topics up there. So we're still gonna be here. We appreciate everybody for the support with the Command Time podcast, but unfortunately, it'll have to come to an end. But we're still gonna be here, and we're still gonna have a lot of content coming away. So with that being said, it is your boy DT. You got Caleb, and this is the Command Time podcast presented by the Fans Force Network. And our final send off. We'll see you guys next time on The Ins and Out with D Podcast. Y'all have a good night.
Got me feeling so free, free. Like a cool summer breeze, breeze. Got me feeling so free, free, free. It's about time.